All right, my friends. How are you today? Happy Thanksgiving to my friends here in the United States. It is Thursday, the 26th of November, 2020. My name is Michael Eschenburg, and this is your daily horoscope. All right, we've got the moon moving through the later degrees of Aries, okay? Starting to create a square to Pluto, creating a square to Jupiter, creating a square to Saturn today, okay? This is easy, all right? We got Mars direct right now. Mars rules Scorpio. Mars rules Aries. It's our planet of action, our planet of motivation. It's a one foot in front of the other that gets things done. When we have a thought that we desire, a feeling that we desire, and want to reach out, grasp, and move into the direction of that thought or that feeling, Mars is our motivation. That's how we get there, okay? It's our planet of action. And these squares, which Mars is the beginning. It's the child of the zodiac, if you will. It's the baby, the infant. Okay, fingers and toes is all I know. You know, like a baby. Okay, Capricorn is like, this is the big businessman. Okay, this is the CEO, the big head honcho of the company. This person knows it. They talk the talk, they walk the walk, they get it. Okay. And the baby might want to rush something where the big Capricorn energy says, no son, no daughter, no child. We must learn how to crawl before we can walk, and we must walk before we can run, and we must learn how to marathon before we can learn, or sprint before we can learn, whatever, marathon. It's respecting the process. This is a stepping stone, okay? So our emotional moon wants to rush things, okay? There's no rushing this energy going on right now, okay? There's no rushing this energy. Mars is moving forward again. We're no longer retrograde, so that means we do have this extra kick in our step of like, let's go, let's put one hoof in front of the other and make things happen. However, with the moon square to Pluto, this is like, look, you want change, it takes time. This change doesn't happen overnight. Not everything. There are certain things that are like instantaneous transmission, right? Instantaneous healing, instantaneous thought, that eureka moment. That's Uranus's job in the zodiac. So we have the moon square to Pluto. Okay, we want change, but it's not going to happen fast. The initial spark might be instantaneous. The initial spark is immediate. But it's just like, I have a desire or a thought, an idea, okay, that I want to do something with my life. Well, how long does it take to get there before the idea comes to fruition? Months, weeks, years, a lifetime, perhaps? So this kind of energy is saying like, look, we can plant these seeds, we can take the initiative, we can continuously go day by day, but that's understanding what it takes, is this day by day kind of energy, right? So let me just show you the chart here. That's what this is, day by day kind of energy. So starting at 9 a.m. we got this square here to Pluto. Transforming our lives just simply takes time, and sometimes we want it now. We just heard the starting gun go off, and in our head we see the finish line. But there's a long race in front of us, and that's kind of what this energy is saying, and here we go. Now we got 1 p.m. we're square to Jupiter, so this change brings abundance and joy into our lives. Again, it's like this is saying like the greatest things are worth waiting for. The greatest things are worth waiting for. They're not going to come to us necessarily with just fall into our laps, And then this square to Saturn, this is saying is you're going to have to work for this. So the change that you want to create, the abundance you want to create in your life, the joy that you want to bring in your life doesn't come, it comes with work. It comes with doing something. It comes with, putting that pressure on self and continuously showing up for self. Okay. And that's the key to this. It's just like, okay, if you can continue to have the initiation, if you can continue to have the spark of motivation, Saturn here will get it done. Capricorn energy will get the stuff done. If we continue to have that spark, and we follow through. You know, follow through, because nothing's going to happen. We have to have the spark, but we have to see it through to the end. You know, this is like the Capricorn mountain goat saying, it's like, okay, I'm hungry. I'm going to start climbing up the mountain. But then when it gets halfway up, it doesn't say like, oh, this journey is too much. I don't have enough stamina to sustain this journey. I'm quitting, you know, because again, that Aries energy is like, it's immediate. I'm going to push all of the wind in the sails now. It's one big gust. It's not, you know, that Leo fire energy is the sustain. The fixed energy is what sustains. But this cardinal energy of Aries is this just one big push. You know, the Capricorn energy, the square, this is this balance. This is like, okay, this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. We have to learn how to take our time with this. Okay. All right. I'm beating a dead horse. Moving on. So this whole day is just basically, don't rush anything, you know. Dinner will be done. Let me come back here. It's just like, you know, dinner will be done when dinner's done. The kids will be kids. There's no point in being aggressive, being, you know, angry if something doesn't go accordingly. If we can't see our families on this day, you know, for my friends here in the United States, you know, it's like, don't rush anything. Don't be upset. Don't allow like this fire anger to get the best of you. You know, it's like this practicing our patience today is what wins the day, you know. And then where is our sun? Our sun, the point of illumination here at 4, almost 5 degrees of Sagittarius, you know. Here, let me move it forward a couple hours here, and we're creating the, here we go. You know, we're creating that trine to Chiron, you know, very healing. It's like when we practice this patience and we go into this almost observer mode, you know, and we stop, you know, just forcing something, when we stop our own assertive energy and just kind of sit back for a moment and go into that observer and just view things, you know, this is where we gain knowledge. This is where we observe. This is where we expand. Okay, because we're taking that observer role. We're taking on the role of just sitting here and seeing what's going on in our environment without having to act, without having to bring our energy involved in it. Okay, so stepping back a little bit, being patient with whatever's going on in our lives, right? And this patience and watching how others are doing whatever is doing, or watching however is going to unfold on this particular Thursday. Thursday's Jupiter, Thursday's Jupiter days, right? About expansion. This will expand our lives, expand our minds, expand our healing, okay? Which is what's going on here, is this sun is creating a perfect trine to Chiron today, okay? So the more that we can practice our own patience, respect the time that it takes to do something, respecting not only ourselves but the other people, you know, big world out there, a lot of moving parts, and if we can respect this process in time and come from a point of the philosopher, of the educator, of the guru, you know, and come to this place of expansion, and what we observe, we expand, brings to this sense of healing of ourselves today, right? And Neptune and Uranus both making those septile points, once again, to Jupiter here, all about expanding our physical daily lives, expanding our joy, expanding. All right, my friends. It's a beautiful day. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to those here in the United States. And overall, this is just great energy to have. You know, there's this sun lining up with Chiron's a really powerful energy. Uranus and Jupiter, Neptune, Jupiter, all of this energy is just leading to our personal expansion. So have a very joyous, joyful, expansive day, and we'll see you tomorrow.